are on the Great Ocean Road and just landed at Bay of Islands. We're going to walk up this path and see what we see. It's a bit of a gloomy day. I'm hoping that it's going to do it justice. I'll show you in a sec. Here we are. Whoa. Wow. Have arrived in Port Campbell. This place was cutely. We actually didn't initially have this as part of our travel plans, but some people that had travelled it prior had sort of recommended it, and I'm so glad that we put it on the list because it's such a cute place to stay. Caravan Park is on sort of like a river bend that leads into this port. And it looks like the wildest port. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I'm not going to get on a boat that's going out through that. So cool. So we're really close to the Bay of Islands and the 12 Apostles. And so we thought we would base ourselves here. Sorry for the sniffling sound. I feel like I'm coming down with the flu, so sorry about that. Yeah, so we're going to base ourselves here and just do a little bit of tripping, and then tomorrow we're going to head to, I think, Hollow Bay maybe, in a free camp up there. We might spend a couple of nights up there, but for tonight we're in a G'day Park, Caravan Park, just up in behind that surf club up in there. We're going to go and check out the 12 Apostles this afternoon at sundown, and then again first thing in the morning, hopefully, just so we can get a good picky of them both. We've heard that it's good to do it at both times of the day, so we'll show you when we get there. Up early this morning, and we've done the Port Campbell walk to, what is it, 2 Mile Beach?
Yeah, something like that, 2 Mile Bay.
2 Mile Bay, and it's so pretty out here. There's a guy out there on a stand-up paddleboard and a surfer trying to catch those waves. But check out the sets coming in, it's so pretty. gorgeous morning. It's going to be a couple of degrees warmer apparently, and we're heading off to our very first free camp, aren't we?
Yeah.
Hopefully we can get a spot at school holidays.
Falls.
Stevensons Falls.
In the
that's right.
Otways.
It's school holidays down here at the moment, so let's cross our fingers we can get a spot in there. But for now, we're gonna enjoy this view. Oh, wiped out.
G'day brothers, welcome back to the channel, or whatever you're doing right now. For those of you that are silly enough to follow me on Facebook, I was down there yesterday looking up at this big lookout and thought, is that the 12 Apostles? Is that what they're looking at? Because from down there it looks a bit of an optical illusion, but it looked like this lookout was lower than that headland there, and so from down there it looked like they couldn't see over the other side. So I thought, holy hell, there's only 2 apostles left, and was rather shocked at that, not realizing that I'm a buffoon, because this platform is in fact higher than that little headland. And looky what's out the other side that we couldn't see from the beach. There's the 12 apostles. Now remember, there was never 12 apostles, there was only about 9. In fact, they used to be called Sow and Piglets. And I think one of them, well, I'll have to go back to Google. I'll write something in if I'm wrong, but I think the first one fell down in 2005 and then another one in 2009. But yeah, that's what we've got left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and the remnants of a couple more there. So there's your 9. Beautiful day today compared to yesterday. The ocean was bloody raging yesterday, but looks beautiful now. The gas rig still looks like it's getting closer. I'm sure it's not, but maybe it's just because it's clearer now. There you go. Anyway, public service announcement amended. There's not 2 apostles left. There's 6. G'day frothers, welcome to Cape Otway. We're at the lighthouse and going to have a look. A little bit of history. It's Australia's most significant lighthouse. The lighthouse has been in operation since 1848 and is perched on towering sea cliffs 90 metres above where Bass Strait and the Southern Ocean collide. It shone a light that could be seen 48 kilometres away and ships used it for navigation. For thousands of immigrants, Cape Otway was their first sight of land after many months at sea from Europe, North America and Asia. Hundreds of lives were lost in shipwrecks off Cape Otway, which led to the lighthouse being built at this remote location. Today we use a smaller automated solar powered light beacon. The iconic light is the highlight of the Great Ocean Road, but there is so much more to see at the light station grounds, including telegraph station, keeper's quarters, World War II radar station, talking hut and a dinosaur hut. They also interestingly had a little red light. They had a sheet of glass back at a hut there, and that red glass used to be in a window, in one of the lower windows, and they just had a fixed lamp there, and that red light could only be seen for a couple of k's out. So if boats could see the red light, that was a warning to them that they were too close and risked running aground in some of the rocks and reef that stick out from this point. So they had to hightail it back out to sea until they could no longer see the red light, where they were into safety. G'day again, frothers. Not sure what Melsie got before because she's scared shitless of heights, but here we are on top of the Cape Otway Lighthouse, which by my reckoning would be the second southernmost point of Australian mainland, next to Wilson's Promontory. Yeah, very prominent lighthouse that a lot of seafarers used to navigate, where they thread the needle between King Island, which is out there somewhere, can't see it, and the mainland. And this big thing that I'm on now is now replaced by that little thing that can only be seen about, or can be seen about 30 k's out, but this big old one could be seen 42 k's out.
This is our first free night camping. Keithus wanted to sort of stay in Apollo Bay because as we drove through it looked really quite cute, and I was super keen to get into the bush so that we could have one of those. Yay! First fire of the trip. Just went out and hunted down some wood. Keithus has done a good job starting the fire. Oh, and he's about to open his Middle Island Brewing Co. Get Shucked Oyster Stout.
Yeah.
Oh! I've already had 2 leeches on me, so let's just see how this party goes. We're all aware of it now. We've got the mat down, and so yeah, let's hope I don't get any more. But this is our setup. We can't put the awning out
There's a waterfall
because
somewhere, I'm not sure.
for some strange reason they have made the parks really narrow. I'll just quickly show you. So in the middle there's this, I don't know why, but there are rocks in the middle of the camp spot, so we have had to park
You still feel? Oh, hey.
this close.
Oh, hey, I'm camping in a nice place with a glass bottle. Is that what we do with them?
No, we don't do that.
No. Lid, bottle, rubbish bin. I'm sure it'll catch on.
We'll go check out the falls tomorrow, and we'll see if we can find the falls tomorrow and attempt not to get any leeches, but really looking forward to finally kicking back into an actual camp chair and looking at the fire tonight. Ciao! An adventure today, aren't we, Keithus?
We've got a fair bit of things to do today.
Yeah.
Yep.
So just made it to the Stevensons Falls. So we're going to go and do this walk.
Stevensons.
What did I say?
Stevenson.
Oh,
Plural.
okay.
There's more than one.
Stevensons
Named after the Stevensons family,
Falls.
who took on the land back in the late 1800s to farm. The parents put it under their 5 boys' names, and they had to pay rent on the land for 40 years and clear it and do some form of farming, which they did, dairy farming in the flats, but it wasn't very profitable because being in a valley there wasn't a lot of actual good usable farmland, so they subsidised their income with working in timber mills and logging in the area, and after the 40 years was up they owned the land and they bought more. And eventually in the 1960s, once the last Stevenson brother passed away, the land, I believe, was given back to the government, and they decided that it wasn't much good for farmland, so they planted it back out again, so it's all bushy again.
Awesome.
Oh,
This
look at those
park is
pretty
so
maples.
pretty. Look at that. They've put a lot of effort into creating walkways, and in the car park it says 15-minute drop-off zones like it's a school or something. We're out in the middle of nowhere. Very odd. But anyway,
Pretty.
very pretty. It's all like down here there's all these beautiful I'm assuming that's a walkway. Yeah, there's bridges and stuff. Major Tassie feels in here. Apparently there are platypus in this river, and we were talking to one of the ladies in the information centre, and she said that there's a local fellow up here that does platypus tours. So she said if he's making money out of tours, they're definitely here. It's just a matter of knowing where they are, I suppose. Look at those beautiful trees.
Welcome back, brothers. Have a go at this. Stevensons Falls. It's bloody lovely. Check it.
We've been living in sin so long, all the feels are gone. Fella stopped me on the street last night, said everything's alright. Roller coaster, make it through the day upright. It seems your meal ticket is gone, but life goes on. I could never imagine something better. Yeah, right. Now you're cooking on high heat in the middle of the street. Roller coaster, take me to a better time. Let's go! All sing your high line with the roller coaster of life. Yeah. It's time to all choose your timeline on the roller coaster of life. You seem to easily forget how to place your bet. When everyday life gets you down, you gotta steal the crown. Got to own it. Don't bitch and moan about it, please. God forbid you scrape your knees, and it's nothing to sneeze at. Oh, I've told you over and over again. You gotta get both hands around it and make your own plans. Roller coaster, it's taking over, it's about time. Oh, all sing your high line on the roller coaster of life. You've got to all choose your timeline on the roller coaster of life. You've got to all choose your timeline on the roller coaster of life. You've got to all choose your timeline on the roller coaster of life. You've got to all choose your timeline with the roller coaster of life. Roller coaster. I want to go down the rabbit hole, down the rabbit hole of life. And now it's about to